Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Nikos and we're going to be talking about my first year of selling private label products on Amazon. So I'm going to be going through the numbers, how much ads I've actually spent and what's the ROI compared to RA and OA. So let's have a look. So first of all, I placed my first order with Alibaba back in October of 2022 and I didn't get the items till December 23rd of December, believe it or not, that's the first one, and the other order didn't arrive actually till January. So really I'm actually classing it as January to January start when it comes to my private label journey. And something to keep in mind as I'm actually doing this is that we did actually have a loan from Amazon. We started it with 33k. I used all that loan really during Q4 and we did an amazing December. We did a 60k December, and then unfortunately it meant that I actually had to get paying that 3k. But I'm going to be talking about the numbers as I'm actually going through it for us. I'm very excited in regards to, like, this is January now and I pretty much have actually sold all my other stock and I'm only selling private label products and I'm still getting 500-600 quid of sales. But instead of me actually 500 quid worth of sales for RAOA, I was getting maybe 50-60 quid, but now I'm actually getting 100-120, so I'm really pleased with that. Then I'm just going to show you the numbers actually, because I think that's the most important thing when it comes to this. So I'm just going to move this and you can also be seeing really how much what's happening in the garage really too. Right, so obviously this is now recording, which is amazing. It is a 0.5, so if it looks a bit out of place, so it'd be it. I took my glasses off because my glasses have the blue lens on them and I think it's actually quite annoying on the camera, so I need to get some glasses. I've not got the blue lens for it. Bad thing is that you actually get to see my shadows when it comes to it. But nevertheless, we've got numbers, okay? And I'm a numbers guy, obviously. I used to be a math teacher, I used to be an economics teacher back in the day. And we've got numbers here, okay? So I'm going to go through them for you one by one. Sad thing is, this is the second time I'm recording this video. The first time I did it is what ended up happening. The audio ended up not working, so I'm hoping that I've got the audio working. It should be actually. I've fixed it and I've charged it. So what we've got is, first of all, we've got a revenue of 265,119 and 62 pence. So that was the revenue for our Amazon company, really. On the side of the company, because we've got a lot more income than that, but that's what we've got for Amazon: 265,119 and 62 pence. The profit from that, according to Sqfy for us, is 43,863 and 30. A private label sales. Okay, so what I did is I went on Sqfy and I actually took the reports for the year of the sales and I actually filtered the title by my brand name, and then I was actually able to find the sales just for my brand name instead of going one by one, and that was actually a total of 48,167 and 44 pence. So that means that we nearly sold 50k of private label products on the first year of doing this, which I don't think is too bad. Then we've got the PL profit, so that gives me a PL profit of 11,164 and 67 pence. But when it comes to private label, okay, a massive chunk of it is the ads, especially at the beginning, okay, especially at the beginning for us when you're trying to launch the product. And just to be with all that, okay, I also had quite a lot of Vine that reviews that I actually asked for, quite a lot of products that I actually gave away. Yeah, so I gave out quite a lot of products, maybe close to 100 products for us to get the reviews, and now this is actually paying off massively in November, December, and I can see it now in January. It's just like I've got my best selling products are the ones that I actually stuck with it and got a few reviews on that. So that was actually something to be considered with these, because that is actually part of it. And that's the profit after all the fees and everything, by the way, too. So that means that we've got a PL profit for the first year of 3,167 and 67p's. Now, you can see here that I've actually put Amex. Unfortunately, I only found out this week that I should have actually connected my sales of ads. So basically, my ads, I had them getting paid by my sales, but you can actually pay them using your cashback credit card. Okay, so I'm using American Express. I've been using it for the last 3-4 years, no issues whatsoever for both personal and business. But if you had the Cash Plus, if you've got Wise, 1%, okay, 1% of 7,200 I've lost on, okay, I've lost on points, but now I fixed it, and I'm hoping that this is going to be actually accumulating quite nicely for us. The profit is 3,164 and 67 pence. If you're thinking, Nick, that is not a big amount. It's not a big amount, okay, but it is, I would say, a lot more passive than RA OA. I'm going to scale this, okay? I'm going to scale this massively for ourselves. And if you're thinking about it, it's just the amount of time that I had to actually spend on that compared to the RA on OA is absolutely insane. And to look at the numbers, okay, the numbers are not actually selling the private label, okay. We've got private label of profit 3,164 divided by the sales, which gives me 8% ROI, but RA is 32,698 and 36 pence, 33 even, sorry, profit divided by the revenue, 216,000. Okay, I'll just do a simple takeaway. So we've got 50% ROI. So the difference between 8 and 15 is a nice 7%. Now, Nick, you're thinking, why the heck then are you actually left the 15% and you're going to the 8%? This is the biggest one, by the way. This is the biggest factor for me, okay? It's time. Time. That's the only reason as to why I've actually done this with you guys. And I can say also for me is how much scalable this is. I think I'm going to be doing this video next year, and I'm going to be saying that 8% is at 30. Yeah, I'm already at 22. Yeah, already at 22 for the last 3 months. Okay, yes, of course, it's Q4 too. But from 8 to 22 already, you can tell how much of fees I've actually had to chuck through this on here. And also, a massive chunk of it is I'm actually placing larger orders now. So therefore, the costs are actually getting reduced. I'm shipping containers in now. So again, the shipping costs are actually reduced too. And again, that's the biggest factor, okay? So if you're thinking that 7%, yeah, well, that 7% is the time, okay, for us for this actually takes, and I can see how it actually can get scale on a massive amount. Okay, I'm creating a brand. I'm the only person selling this item, and I know what I'm actually doing now. That's the biggest thing, really, too. Okay, last year in January, I was like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now." I know exactly how I'm actually speaking to suppliers. I know when a supplier is trying to trick us or not, and I know now that I have made mistakes for products that I've actually selected, and I'm not going to be making those mistakes, because obviously one of the best ways for you to do something is by mistakes. And I guess the biggest thing that I had throughout this year was this year, okay, that 3,000 that I was actually losing of my revenue each month was going towards the Amazon loan. And believe me, you do not want an Amazon loan if you're going to go down the private label route, okay? Because just think about it, you're actually spending 6,000-7,000 and you're not actually seeing that money back for another what, uh, six another, let's say, 3 months. Really, you don't see any of that back at all. If it was doing RA in a way, it'd have been perfect for us, but it's not anymore. I'm just going to zoom out, really. Right, so hopefully you can actually see us with it and me talking. I'm hoping I can actually change the guys, by the way, too. That's going to all change too for us. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest thing, okay? The biggest factor for me when it comes to switching to private label is time. I would rather spend that time with my family, yeah, than actually spending packing products. And I guess that's the thing, is just, what do you see yourself in 5-6 years time, Nick? What do you see yourself? Well, honestly, the way I see myself, I see that I've got a fully automated business which is making me 6,000 quid a month, yeah, if not more, yeah, at that time. Because in my head I thought 6,000, but I thought I could easily scale this to a far greater amount. And what I'm doing is, a big decision for me is that my selling point was around 10 to 12 quid mark, but now I'm moving to the 25 to 35 quid mark. So therefore the revenue is going to be higher, and of course my margins are going to be higher, because if I'm sourcing at 10 and selling at 35, well, that's going to be better for me than actually sourcing at 3 and selling for 11 or 12. I'm hoping that my excitement is actually coming across here, because I am very much excited for this year, doing private label when I know what I'm doing, making sure that I'm actually looking, and I've not bought 30 units or something, and then I've got Bag and Max jumping on the listing, let's say, for example, because that's what's happening at the moment in time. Clearly, yeah, you know my channel, and you know what I'm a geek about. It's toys. That's all I sell day in and day out. So how am I going to compete with entertainers, actually, when I'm buying a Power Ranger item and I'm selling it for 70 quid, and the day after the entertainment's got it down to 25? Yes, of course they've got medicine fulfilled, so I'm getting an order in every now and then, but it's not sustainable for me. I've not created the time and effort to actually contact wholesalers yet, because I've not got that time to contact wholesalers and actually change it. Do I want to switch it around a bit and go into the beauty section? Yes, of course I could. And Guys, if you could see the numbers I've got, let's put some examples, okay, of the numbers we've actually got in the group. Um, Far greater than mine, far greater than mine. They're not doing private label, they're doing simply RA and OA. And they've got far greater than me. And am I jealous? Yes, I am. Of course I am jealous, okay? But I'm also super, super happy with them. In every single possible way, there's not a bone in my body that is actually saying, why them and not me? I know it's why it's them, okay? Because they're putting the graft in. It's simple as that. They're putting the graft in for us. You cannot have everything. Sorry. You can actually have all the time in the world, yeah, and then expect your business to actually be as big as the people that are actually spending more time on their businesses. Is not going to happen. It's not magic, and I'm very much such a tough love kind of guy that I'm never ever ever going to blame it on someone else. It is me. I'm spending a lot more time than most people do with their families, and almost to a fault, but it's what I've chosen to do. This is the life that I wanted. That's all I wanted to do, is be a dad. So thanks. That's what I'm doing. Money comes and goes. Believe me, I've had money. I've not had money. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. In every single possible way, money. Of course, life's a lot easier with having it than with not having it. Um, but I'm so happy with my decision. I'm so happy with my decision. I actually contacted Ben, what, a year and a half ago, and I spent that money and asked him, Ben, how do you do this? How do you do that with a private label? Because I'm gonna see and I'm gonna create a business. I might even create, obviously, a brand that I can actually pass on to my kids. Yeah. So imagine that, a brand that you actually pass on to your kids. Um, Years down the line, maybe we've got a little shop where you can actually sell stuff from the shop. Years down the line, maybe we've got 6, 7 years down the line, this channel has actually grown from private label to actually flipping houses. That's what I want to be doing, okay? I mean, I'm a massive DIY kind of guy, so that's what I want to be doing really with it. But I just love it. It's just like, this is it. This is what I love doing. I love looking at the numbers. I love looking at my faults. Okay, this is the fault. Okay, we've got 8 and 15%. What happened? Well, we lost a lot of money here by mistakes, okay, or fees, or the reviews. That's what happened. It's simple as that. And again, the training that I've actually put myself through to learn how to do the Amazon ads is so, so important with it. And now I've got products that are actually paying the mortgage. It's absolutely insane. One product is paying the mortgage for the house. It's mad. It is mad, and I can just get as many units as I want. I can create as many variations as I actually want, and I've not got anyone on the listing. It is amazing. So yeah, I mean, I just thought I'd do a quick video. I mean, it's not a quick video. It's just me ranting in regards to RA. I'm recording everything on the iPhone Pro, because the camera, I don't know if you actually noticed the last video, just gets a bit shady. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm just going to just record everything with the iPhone and hoping the mic has actually picked everything up here. Otherwise, I've just been talking to myself for 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. My year of private labeling.